What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Pokemon. As always, I am Draco, and we are going to talk about Pokemon. It's something we're new. This is the second episode of something new we're doing on the channel. The first one we talked about Paradox Pokemon. If you have not seen that, it is a tiny bit long because there's like 11 Paradox Pokemon to talk about. Check that episode out. It'll be up above for you to click on if you want to check it out. But basically, quick breakdown. Let's Talk Pokemon is just going to be me. I am a non-competitive player. I do play VGC on the ladder. I do play casual. I do play on Showdown. I do play the game. I do have a basically it's like almost every day. I don't post them every day, but because I post these two. But it's almost every day. I do VGC battle videos with rental teams or teams that I've created. So check that out as well. But Let's Talk Pokemon is just me teaching myself about Pokemon that I want to know about, because there's over 1,000 of them now, and I've only been playing competitively like on the ladder and stuff for roughly two years, 2.5 years, and I'm still learning. So that's the whole point of this. I figured if I'm gonna learn about the Pokemon, why not bring you guys along with, and you learn with me. So today we're going to do something, and we're going to learn about Dondozo. And then we're also going to talk about the 2023 Liverpool Regionals, because Dondozo actually won that one. So what I'm going to do is we're going to jump over to the Showdown and also Cerebi. And we will also be on the website Victory Road. I think we'll start with the Victory Road website. We will talk about Liverpool, the regional Liverpool. I'll show you the teams that won, stuff like that. And then we'll get into what Dondozo is and what I think about him and everything like that. So let's just jump over to the Victory Road website. Okay, we are on Victory Road now. Victory Road is an epic website if you are into EC and tournaments and everything like that, because they're going to have all the information you need. Link in this research link right here, rental teams, team reports, game events, Paldean Pokédex, all that stuff, everything you need. But we're just going to look at Liverpool. The Liverpool Regionals just took place over the 21st through the 22nd of January 2023. It was held in Liverpool, United Kingdom. It had 487 players, played in Series 1 VGC in the 2023 season. It had 9 rounds of Swiss with a single elimination top 32, and it did have open team sheets. That is something that is going to be taking place pretty much every, as far as I know, every single official Pokemon Championship tournament, which is cool because I think it just helps people a lot, and it makes matches a little cooler, a little better, I think, in my opinion. But that's just me. That's my opinion. But if we go right here, we go to team usage. The winner was actually had the Pokemon we're going to talk about it, and that's the Dondozo right here. That is Luca Paz. They went 7-2 Swiss, ended up taking first place in the overall tournament with this team right here. So these are just like, look at that. Like, this is what I'm talking about, Victory Road. You literally want the rental code, boom, right there, rental code. Did you say you wanted a Poke Paste because you're interested in that? There you go, Poke Paste. Here it is. The Dondozo they ran was Dragon Terra, which is really, really cool because it gives you stab on your order up. And then they ran Droopy Tatsugiri, which I believe gives you a boost in defense after you use the order up. I got double check that. We'll look at the Cerebi in a second. The rest of the team had Goldango, had Murkrow, Dragonite, Palmont, all that good stuff. I love seeing Palmont. That revival blessing is really cool. Such a cool move. But we were talking about Dondozo. Dondozo is right here on Cerebi. We weren't going to spend too much time on Liverpool, but if you do, I'll just point this out. This is one of the reasons why I want to talk about Dondozo. He took first place, he took 4th place, and he took 6th place. So within the top 6, there are 3 Dondozo teams. That's insane. That just shows you how good it is. And then you got the 13th place right here. You got a 16th place, a 17th place, 21st, 22nd. My God, Dondozo had a showing in a 31st place Dondozo team. Dondozo had a showing. It was definitely Dondozo's tournament to win, and that's exactly what he did. Dondozo Cerebi. Cerebi website is a website that has all the basic information for Pokemon. and a ton of other stuff. If you look over here on this screen left side right here, everything. Gen 1 attack decks, Gen 9 attack decks, Gen 7. You want Gen 6 attack decks? Dang, you got you right here. 7th gen, like anime, all sorts of stuff. All the information you're going to need. I got to point this out, though. The shiny Dondozo is top notch. I like it so much, I had to catch it, and I caught it. I have it in game. He's an awesome shiny. Anyways, we're not going to spend too much time on Cerebi. It's just more of a reference point for you guys if you don't want to spend time on Showdown. But we'll get on Showdown. We'll talk about his stats and stuff that way. I think it's a little bit easier to see. But the Cerebi will tell you where to catch him and stuff like that. Gives you a whole breakdown of moves and damage and all of that stuff. Attacks, or defense, or its spread. It's EVs and IV spread right here. And then the other Pokemon I want to point out, and it's just because you're probably always going to have it on the same team, and that's this Tatsugiri right here. Now, the Droopy form is the same exact one that was right here, that was ran on Luca's team, who ended up winning the Liverpool Regional. So, if you look right here, Droopy form raises defense stats. So that's pretty cool. If you were to put something like Body Press on it, you could definitely capitalize on that. This team does not have Body Press. It has Substitute and Protect. So it makes sense to have the defense raised, stuff like that on Dondozo because of the Commander ability. And then the other forms are going to be Curly form and Stretchy form for Tatsugiri, attack raise, and speed raise. That's all we're going to really talk about Tatsugiri. We're going to focus on Dondozo. Let's get on to the Showdown, and we will talk about Dondozo. Now, Dondozo is a Water-type Pokemon, and probably going to want to run Terra Dragon. That's something that's been running around. Your best bet for Terras is just kind of paying attention to what the meta is, because I think a Terra is a great counter to meta in general. I was running with a Fairy Hydreigon, and it countered all the Dragon Pokemon and Dark Pokemon and all that stuff out there that are really weak against Fairy very, very well. So Terra is definitely something to keep an eye on. I have Dragon here because that was the winning one for the Liverpool Regional because of the move Order Up. It gives it a stab when it is in its mouth. We'll talk about it more in depth in a second. But if we see right here, if we look right here, I was messing around with something. That's why that was there. Usually I leave this blank. So if we look at his stats, how his stats work is he's got Dondozo has a base HP of 150, an attack of 100, a base defense of 115. And then you got kind of low here, special attack, special defense, and speed of 65, 65, and 35. So you kind of lose out here. So that kind of makes him not that good in the sense of if you get hit with a special defense move, a special move, you're probably going to get KO'd. Especially if it's a super effective special move, yeah. But we can counteract that by tossing the Tatsugiri in his mouth with the Commander ability, and then if ally is Dondozo, this Pokemon cannot act or be hit, meaning you can't use him. It becomes a 1v2, but let me tell you, 1v2 on Dondozo still is something your opponent is going to have to tend with, because what the Commander ability does, it gives you +2 on all of Dondozo's stats. So, all of a sudden, this 35, 65, 65 becomes +2. So, your speed's fast. Your special defense is amazing. Your special attack is going to be good as well. But I think that 100 base attack with moves like the physical Order Up, and then like a Wave Crash, which does base power 120. It does have a 33% recoil on it, but you know, if you're in the rain, say, and you need to hit something for super damage, really good damage, and you have a plus on your attack, +3 attack, because let's say you have the Tatsugiri form that gives you the plus attack in the curly form, suddenly you're +5 attack and you're hitting 120 base power, moves that are just KOing everything. Other common moves are going to be like Earthquake, not Eruption. Earthquake is a good one. Substitute was on the team that just won. It had Substitute, and it also had Protect. So it had Substitute, and Protect. That was a move set that won it, and it's a really good move set. I think it's a top tier move set, because if you can get the substitute up with the Tatsugiri in Dondozo's mouth, um, you're going to be doing lots of good work. Other notable moves, really, you're definitely going to You're going to want to run Order Up. You do have access to like Bodies Press, so you could take advantage of the defense boost that the Commander ability is giving you with Droopy. Curse is cool. Crunch, Chilling Water, 100% chance to lower the target's attack by 1. So this is something you could potentially think about using. Rock Cypress and Flinch, that's cool. Watch out, that does miss. It does have Outrage for Dragon, so you could again have a Dragon stab, but Outrage you don't get to pick who it hits, it just hits whoever. Yawn, that's really cool because it can be a good disruptor. It does have Bulldozer, which slows your opponent's speed down. Noble Roar lowers the target's attack and special attack by 1. That's kind of cool. Scary Face, kind of standard attacks, but I really think the Order Up and Wave Crash really are what you're going to want to run. Maybe Earthquake and Protect if you're going to run 3 attacking moves, but you can even run something like Wave Crash, Order Up, Rest, and Protect with a Chesto Berry. Watch, Chesto Berry wakes you up. So let's say you have your boost and you've taken some damage. You're at whatever, 30% health, 10% health, 5% health, whatever. You hit the rest button, you fall asleep, you wake up right away. You're still able to attack. And then even if you just need to stay asleep, you just need to rest to gain more health to draw the game out. If you're up against like a mirror match, which honestly, if you're up against a mirror match, all you really need to know is make him unaware. Always stick with unaware. I don't think there's any other reason to run any other ability unless, probably some niche options, some niche teams that you can run them on. But I really think just a unaware ability helps you in the Dondozo matchup. I can tell you this, if you are not unaware and your opponent's Dondozo is unaware, he's just going to beat you. Because unaware, if you don't know, this Pokemon ignores other Pokemon stat changes while taking or doing damage. So you can have all the defense boosts, all the attack boost, all the boosts you want to be boosted. If you're unaware, it's not doing anything. Whoever decided to give Dondozo unaware with the Tatsugiri matchup commander is crazy. Like, that's insane. The only other thing you can do is try and hit Dondozo with a critical hit from something like a Focus Energy Hydreigon to ignore boost, because crits ignore the boost no matter what. You get +6, you get critical hit. It doesn't matter. So I think the Dondozo is something we need to keep an eye on for a long time to come. Now, Tatsugiri ain't no slouch. I will just touch on him real quick. It has things like Muddy Water. Okay. It has Icy Wind. Right? It has a pretty good couple of options for dragon moves, like Draco Meteor, for instance. It does have Dragon Pulse, Physical Outrage. You're probably going to run around a Choice Scarf. I've seen Choice Scarfs all over the place on these things. Focus Sash could be another good one. Where is it? I totally spelled that wrong. Focus Sash is another good item. Now, there is something else you can do here. There is a thing where you can run Dondozo, Tatsugiri, and then you run something like... Where is it? Drifloon with Explosion. So what this does... So it's just a little setup you can do. You have a Toxic Orb on Tatsugiri, and then you also have this move, Endure. Okay? You put Tatsugiri next to Drifloon, you hit the Explosion, you hit Endure, you survive with 1 HP, Drifloon goes bye-bye, and now you have Dondozo on the field. Tatsugiri has 1 HP, Toxic Orb procs, Tatsugiri goes bye-bye next turn, then you get something out like this guy. Where are you? Right here, Flamingo, because of this ability, which is Co-Star, which upon switching copies all of the plus attacks. because Tatsugiri is fainted, because Toxic Orb, you had 1 HP, and Toxic took you out. You're able to bring the co-star Pokemon in, copy Dondozo's stats, and then you have 2 really awesome Pokemon on it. That's just a very niche setup you can do with the Tatsugiri, because you are limited to only using Dondozo and Tatsugiri as a 1v2, because the Tatsugiri is no longer available. But he does become late game available when your opponent takes out the Dondozo. So that is Dondozo and the Liverpool Regionals. As I said a few seconds ago, I really think it's something we need to watch in the future, and let's not be shocked if it wins more tournaments. All right, guys, that's it. That's the episode. Like I said, this is gonna be average length for these. I'm not trying to make them hour long, but that's how Dondozo works with the Commander ability. You want to run, probably want to run Unaware, just because it makes that mirror matchup, which is going to be prevalent. As you've seen on Liverpool, it was literally Dondozo's tournament to win, and that's exactly what he did. He won the tournament. So big shout out to the winner of the tournament, Luca. Super cool. I got to watch the final. I only watched like 3 or 4 rounds of Swiss, but I did get to watch the final, and it was a masterclass in how Dondozo should be worked and played, and super good job. Really, really excited to see. I forgot to turn that on. Really, really good. Really, really excited to see where Dondozo and Tatsugiri goes in the future. Like I said, I don't think it's something that they need to be played together 100% of the time. I think the really good Dondozo players know when to bring the pieces separately and when to bring them together and completely dominate. So that is the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, hit that like button. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Until next time, stay positive, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.